How is it going today, Loyalist Kingdom? My name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz, and today we have for you ScrewAttack,
Sephiroth
and Vergil. Final Fantasy versus Devil May Cry Death Battle. Hey, my mustache is clear. Come back with my
I know, I'm so happy.
I'm happy too. Anyway, guys, if you have any reaction requests, please follow us on all my social medias in the link in the description below. And don't forget to
subscribe.
Just on in.
You looked at it, you said. Like Sephiroth.
Yeah, like,
the great philosopher Plato once said, "The measure of a man is what he does with power."
But to these guys, power is the measure of a man.
Sephiroth, the fearsome one-winged angel of Final Fantasy.
And Vergil, the demon son of Sparta from Devil May Cry.
It was hard to beat.
He's with an iron boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Through the millennia, legends were passed of a source of unlimited energy, the Promised Land. Unfortunately, all hope of finding this sacred ground had been lost, until the Shinra Electric Power Company excavated the remains of a being believed to hail from the very land they sought.
They called this weird, naked purple lady Jenova and thought that if they could bring her back to life, she could help them find the Promised Land. But apparently, they just didn't have any Phoenix Downs.
If they couldn't resurrect a being who could lead them to the Promised Land, Shinra decided they would simply create their own. After many experiments infusing Jenova's cells with those of a human's, they finally found their savior. His name was Sephiroth.
Again, look.
I know, he looked evil as hell.
Yes.
With hair like that, it's no wonder he was created in a lab. Look at how majestic that man is.
According to Final Fantasy lore, Sephiroth has to use an entire bottle of shampoo and conditioner every single time he bathes.
Why do you know that?
Right.
Did you join his fan club or something?
Voiced by the bass singer of NSYNC. No, really.
But Shinra wasn't interested in Sephiroth.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Instead, he was an essential part of their soldier program.
Wait, this electric company has their own private military? I'd hate to miss a payment with those guys, especially if they said Sep after me. I mean, look at the ridiculously long sword he keeps with him.
Yes.
That's his Masamune. This 7'2" behemoth of a blade is a lot like the Nodachi swords they used back in feudal Japan. But instead of wielding something long with two hands like those, Sephiroth only needs one.
Even that speaks nothing of his effectiveness as a warrior.
Yeah, you know when people spread legends of someone, they usually make him out to be even better than he really is? It's the total opposite with Sephiroth.
Like he's really
with
good.
His superhuman speed, strength, and durability, Sephiroth was instrumental in ensuring Shinra's victory in the Wutai War, conquering the last free nation on the planet. He returned home a legend.
But all those warm, fuzzy feelings of victory didn't last long. While on a mission to the town of Nibelheim, Sephiroth found a bunch of books on the Jenova project. That's when he discovered he was a secret science project the whole time.
The truth crushed Sephiroth and drove him mad. In a rage, he annihilated Nibelheim, but was stopped by a mercenary named Cloud Strife. Sephiroth was impaled by the Buster Sword and fell to his death.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. Which is what I would have said if Sephiroth hadn't dropped into a hole in the ground that led him to the giant Windows screensaver called the Life Stream.
These are the Windows
The Life Stream is a buried river of energy which basically maintains life across the planet. Normally, merging with the Life Stream is the equivalent of entering the afterlife, but not for Sephiroth.
And this is where things get weird, so buckle up. Still conscious, Sephiroth's essence floated through the life stream.
I didn't really understand it either when I was playing
energy to rebuild his body. With the energy of the life stream, he can control other beings with Jenova's cells,
including the corpse of Jenova, who he manipulated like a puppet and disguised as himself.
Oh, what the hell? That's his mom? Who would do that to their own mom? I mean, I know she's a genocidal alien monster, but come on! Probably makes a good breakfast.
But Sephiroth's descent into the life stream offered him even more. It transformed him from a mere super soldier into the most dangerous being on the planet. He's strong enough to throw a man hundreds of feet skyward, move at supersonic speeds, and withstand brutal stab wounds.
I think he might win this just because I know
he's got illusion powers that can trick people by creating an entirely fake scenario. He can lift people with his mind, including himself, and then he can just fly. So it worked, right?
Additionally, Sephiroth can cast magic thanks to his on-hand materia. Materia is crystallized life energy which grants different powers according to the type of materia used.
This lets Sephi attack with fire, lightning, ice, and earth-based magic. He can block attacks with barrier and reflect.
Damn.
Himself with cure and regen. And ever since jumping into the life stream, he's had unlimited access to his magical powers.
With his new godlike abilities, Sephiroth began a plan to stop mankind from drying up the planet's life force.
That doesn't sound so scary. Does that mean he's an environmentalist, or...?
But to do this, he decided to use black materia to summon a giant meteor to destroy the planet and absorb all of its life energy for himself.
So, like, an opposite environmentalist. A planet vampire. I mean,
Right.
we're talking about a guy who kicked a dude through solid concrete, murdered the crap out of a 30-foot serpent with a spike through the face, and tanked a dragon's flamethrower attack without even getting a teensy bit hurt.
A particularly impressive feat considering this attack was capable of one-shotting fellow soldier Zach Fair.
Wiz, you
What?
may need to up
Yeah.
your prescription, because that's
Team
definitely
killing.
Cloud.
No, Cloud was just recalling false memories there. It was really Zach. However, it was Cloud who impaled Sephiroth pre-livestream with the Buster Sword.
And holy God, is it huge! It's like 2 feet wide!
Their swords
Take a
remind me of
stab from
Bleach,
that thing would
actually.
just
Yeah.
cut him in half.
Yeah.
But Sep just kind of shook it off.
And in his rematch with Cloud, he blocked an attack strong enough to crater the metal around him. Considering the diameter of the crater, the surface area of Sephiroth's feet, and assuming the most likely steel composition, I estimate this attack to equal nearly 1,600 tons of force.
Sephiroth can use that wicked sword to stab and lift wannabe heroes by their ribcage, slice through skyscrapers, and shoot energy beams that can shred these
You
cute...
turning to Star Wars?
And from
I knew
the
you was
live
gonna say
stream,
that.
Sephi figured out he could create new bodies or even take
Like
on other
lightsaber.
forms.
Right, he got a lot.
Forms greatly resemble certain creatures found in Christian and Jewish mythology.
He certainly looks the part when he goes into his ultimate form.
Regardless, Sephiroth does possess
he
the
said godlike.
single black wing, a blatant symbol of his fall from grace.
So basically, Final Fantasy does everything it can to not be subtle. Just like Sephiroth's most devastating attack, Supernova, which decimates an entire solar system. Wait, if Zeph is that powerful, how does anyone ever beat him?
Don't get the wrong idea here. There's a lot of debate over how Supernova actually works, but I think it's pretty clear that Sephiroth isn't creating the explosion himself. Rather, he's transporting his foes to a specific point in time within an alternate dimension.
Careful, Wiz, don't sell him short.
Just look at it. When he uses the attack, reality literally crumbles away like glass. This is identical to the animation for
I
certain
couldn't play with
summon
that type
creatures.
of,
According to the official Crisis Core
graphics, I
Complete
can't.
Guide, summons draw their targets
Just can't
into their
do
own
it.
space in order to attack. And this is no different. In the Dissidia fighting games, Sephiroth goes for the simple approach and opens a dimensional hole to the explosion. The attack is even described as sending destruction even into other dimensions. And if he could summon planet-busting meteors at will, why did he go through so much trouble to get the black materia, which literally summons meteors?
That would explain why the supernova doesn't hurt him. He's not really there, just using those illusion powers of his. With all these powers, I can't believe Cloud and friends were able to take him down.
He's not
exactly.
invincible, but he's damn powerful. Ever persistent, Sephiroth departed with a final, chilling promise.
I will
Return.
never be a memory.
Why does he sound so bored?
He's the I will return.
I thought he would say return, but
1,000
now
years
you
ago, a great mutiny transpired in the underworld. The demon warrior Sparta rebelled
Oh, I
against
don't
his
think
evil
so.
master Mundus. To protect the world, Sparta did his best to seal the connection between hell and earth.
But then Sparta got lonely. Or maybe it was just a sausage fest in there. Either way, he snuck out of hell long enough to knock up this chick named Eva. And she popped out a couple of awesome demon slayers. Nice choice.
You may remember the younger of the two, Dante.
Oh yeah, he popped
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
quick
say we
chick.
saw that
Yeah,
one, didn't
yep.
we?
But the
Yeah.
eldest and potentially deadliest brother was the one and only Vergil.
Oh, I didn't hear
Virgil and
that.
Dante
I ain't know he had a
were
brother
rivals
either.
from birth. Dante was a goofball. Virgil was serious. Dante hated his being a demon, and Virgil loved it. It's that classic odd couple scenario.
But then one fateful day, in an act of vengeance against the late Sparta, a group of rogue demons separated the two brothers and killed their mother. Virgil was believed to be dead.
Oh my
But in
goodness.
reality, Vergil survived and set out on his own path to seek his father's immense power for himself.
And he's 100% equipped to be a
Oh,
butt-kicking demon
Spartan,
slayer
that's
just like his
Spartan.
pops. As a half-demon, Vergil can jump several times his own height, move at supersonic speeds, and heal himself quickly, kind of like that Wolverine guy. He can tough out getting stabbed through the lungs, intestines, the heart, body parts I'm pretty sure most people need.
Not if my experiment has anything to say about it.
You say something, Wiz?
I said not if Virgil's abilities have anything to say about it.
Well, sadly for any human demon or human demon who gets in his way,
What
Vergil
game?
also happens
Okay.
to carry some extra
Devil May
Devil May
Cry.
Cry,
in
yeah.
hand, including a spiffy katana called Tomato.
Yamato.
Oh.
I was like,
This
what?
sword can cut through anything, even dimensions, and probably tomatoes. Actually, Yamato is the exact thing Sparta used to seal hell from Earth in the first place.
Virgil's sword fighting prowess draws from his Dark Slayer fighting style.
So we got
which
both
emphasizes
demons,
teleportation, lightning quick
basically.
movements, and even quicker slashes straight from the sheath. This technique is directly influenced by Iai Jutsu, the real-life Japanese art of the
Oh.
quick draw.
He
My
did
God.
cut a bullet in half.
Didn't even see him do
Attack
it.
so fast,
Damn.
Like,
it's invisible.
Yeah, the only thing
God.
bad with one sword is fighting with 8. With Virgil's ghostly summoned swords, he can turn himself into a living Beyblade, fire them like a machine gun, or make it rain.
Blades may be
Oh,
Virgil's
okay.
bread and butter,
That's
but
what
if he
music.
needs to focus on brute strength, he switches to Beowulf.
He can charge up blink of an eye punches and kicks that hit like a cement truck made of lead and KO some of the toughest demons in just a few hits. And hey, looks like he digs Street Fighter.
There's one more trick up Virgil's sleeve. Thanks to his demon blood, he can access a form known as Devil Trigger. And this mode amplifies every.
this game looks very hard to play, I'm not gonna lie.
It looked lit though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks
lit.
fun, but it looks like
Times
it's
deadlier
hard.
than before. Plus, he just looks badass.
In his quest to become as powerful as his father, Virgil's abilities skyrocketed. He's taken down dozens of demons in the blink of an eye, and escaped an illusion from the sorcerer Arkham, which makes normal people go crazy.
But if anything's gonna show off what a son of Sparta can really do, it's pitting him against his bros. Sure, Virgil can easily avoid Dante's bullets, but why dodge them when you can spin your sword, line them all up, and fire them back? Like a boss.
In the same battle, they briefly created a 12-foot diameter open space in a heavy rainstorm with nothing but their sword swing.
Jeez.
On average, storms can fill a cubic foot space with as many as 30 raindrops. So, Virgil and Dante must have destroyed 108,000 raindrops in less than a second.
If Virgil can swing his sword that fast, I bet he'd make a killing mowing lawns, or chopping meat at the deli, or giving haircuts, or doing that thing where he chops bad guys to pieces so fast they don't even realize they're dead yet. Like when he fought Beowulf, the monster,
Oh.
not the weapon. And then he punched him so hard he flew 55 feet up and hit the ceiling.
When comparing Beowulf's size to Virgil, he appears to be as large as an elephant. Given what's available, this seems like our best measure
I think
of
it's a
Virgil's
little bit
strength, but
bigger
there is
than an
one
elephant.
issue. The Devil May Cry series makes frequent use of slow motion to depict the absurdity of these characters, and this could be a similar case.
So let's look at another slow-mo feat, the rainstorm fight.
At one point, the rain freezes in place for about 2.5 seconds, as Virgil and Dante keep moving, indicating a 14,500% speed increase in real time. Applying the same degree to the Beowulf punch gives us an acceleration speed of about 4,882 feet per second. With that in mind, we can apply our previous data to deduce the maximum height sans ceiling, and determine Virgil's striking strength to be nearly 720 million newtons of force.
That's a lot.
It matches Virgil's incredible toughness, too.
We already mentioned his super healing factor, but it's even more overpowered than you think. Virgil once got completely cut in half, but healed so fast that it's impossible to even notice.
And his regeneration ability can be worn down.
Yeah, that's how this weird jester
the
guy
heck?
beat him.
But it takes a lot to pull off. And
Okay.
Virgil can always just use Yamato to hop through dimensions to get away if he wants.
Sadly, Virgil never got to rule the demon realm like he wanted.
Instead, the Demon King Mundus permanently transformed Virgil into his puppet, irreversibly manipulating his mind in the process.
And then Dante kind of, exploded him. But one or two losses against someone who's basically goddamn Satan hardly makes him a weakling.
Hell
It's
and
like
Earth
whenever these
trembles
people
before the
die,
power
they never
of
really
Virgil.
die. They always turn into
It'll be
something
fun to
else.
fight with the Prince of Darkness. If my father did it, I should do.
Very good voice actor.
Who do you got?
The combatants are set.
Yeah.
Let's end this
Yeah, I got
debate once and for
Sephiroth.
all.
Virgil.
But
I'm gonna go
before
with
we
Virgil.
get to the
Okay.
bloody slicing and dicing, pick up some Blue Apron and slice and dice in your kitchen.
Oh yes.
Oh.
You are powerful. I can see it.
Who are you?
Your despair.
I love Sephiroth's voice.
That's a long sword. Jesus.
He didn't even have to get close, really.
Right. What? You bring back memories or something?
I just remember playing the game. It was just very hard.
Okay, you're strong. But are you fast enough?
I think so. Well, no, I don't know. I don't think he's faster.
No.
Not than him. Ooh.
I suppose it can't be helped.
Yes.
Illusion.
Wait. Oh yeah, the illusion.
They're faking.
Stop wasting my time.
Okay, I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
You're going down.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know, right? Dang, bro.
You can't even see what's going on.
Behold the truth.
Supernova.
Is that supernova? I saw you could pierce the fabric of our dimension, so I cast an illusion to disguise this. Witness oblivion.
Damn. Ooh.
You're done. You're done.
Free.
No, wait.
He's done.
Wait, you think so?
So you are.
He's done. Like I said.
KO! Extra crispy.
Like I said.
These two were
Damn.
extremely powerful swordsmen, but Sephiroth's cunning
I
and
knew
stronger
it.
abilities led to his victory.
Wait a minute, I thought the lore said Virgil's sword could cut through anything. Why didn't it cut through Sephiroth's sword?
Yamato was a unique weapon, but its legend clearly exaggerated. On multiple occasions, it's clashed with Dante's blade and even a common rocket launcher without cutting through either, and sometimes required an exuberant amount of force to cut through tougher material. But let's discuss the real facts.
Like strength. So Virgil with Beowulf could do 720 million newtons, right? But there aren't a lot of good Sephi strength feats to compare.
First, let's compare Sephiroth to a fellow first-class member of the soldier fighting force, who had also been experimented on with Genova's cells, Zack Fair.
Remember him? He's the Knot Cloud guy who fought that dragon.
He's
At
a
his
not
peak,
cloud.
Zack can cut through a large metal door with one swing, seemingly with most of his strength. Given the size and width of the door, this feat's sheer strength comes out to 980 million newtons.
And Seph was way stronger than Zack. In fact, if we look at their strength stats when they fought that dragon, Sephiroth was 3.5 times stronger than Zack.
Putting Sephiroth's strength output at over 3 billion newtons. That's almost as much force as 30 Hiroshima bombs.
Wow.
Strength isn't everything, though. Virgil was technically faster than Sephi, but Sephiroth has handled people of similar speeds before. Plus, Sephiroth can survive plenty of hits because his healing power is broken.
The capabilities of Virgil's healing factor was nearly unprecedented, but it had its limits. In contrast,
Then people
Sephiroth's
say that
healing
about
abilities were
Kapachi.
only
Yeah.
limited by his
It's
pool of
broken.
magic. which was unlimited.
Well, he also had to take some time to cast each healing spell, but that's why he distracted Vergil with his illusions.
We know Vergil was susceptible to illusionary and mental attacks, as it's happened to him multiple times and even led to his in-canon demise.
And Sephiroth's illusions could hide his ultimate technique. Yeah, Vergil's healing was pretty awesome, but it was never gonna hold up under an exploding sun to the face.
Yeah.
Vergil put up a good fight, but he couldn't match Sephiroth's superior strength, magic, and
Look at that. Look how
techniques.
exploding
Like, I
it was.
know.
Cried for the last time.
The winner is Sephiroth.
Wasn't this the finale though?
Damn, Chad, I took
I don't know. Ah.
Jeez, the next season is starting February 5th. Good lord. But I mean, it does take a lot of time to make.
Yeah, I understand. I love it. Make sure you guys check out Death Battle, ScrewAttack. Yeah, we're gonna look at the old one because I know there's some old ones we did not see. So in the meantime, while we're gonna go back and watch the other seasons.
But there's a lot that we didn't see.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this. This was so lit.
It was like the battle of like demons and guns.
Yes, I never knew Sephiroth. I might have to play the game now. Sephiroth looked cool.
Shoot.
He looked lit. I'm gonna have to play the game. You guys have any react? Oh, please comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like and share.
Some more deuces.